Welcome to our second Routes Through Pokemon Crossroads and our sixth part to our Ruby and Sapphire adventures. I am Shea Locke.
I'm Ruby.
And I'm Rosella.
And together we are a family of adventurers journeying and exploring the world of Pokemon through the video games, the anime, and the Pokemon Adventures manga. And this week in our Crossroads, we are going through another chunk of episodes from the Kanto region from Season 1. We'll be going through episodes 8 through 13. So 6 episodes of that. And then we will cover 2 episodes of Season 6 for the Hoenn region. But before we get to all that, let's catch up on what's been going on in our lives. So what has been going on lately?
I recently had my last quiz meet.
Cool.
Well, last regular season quiz meet. Or no, champion. Was it the champion? No, the regular season.
Those are quiz meets. I recently had my last quiz meet.
A championship is still a quiz meet. You're still meeting to
It's
do
called
the thing.
something else.
Okay. You're not done quizzing, that's for darn certain.
No, I didn't say that. I had my last quiz meet. I remember at the last, quiz as a team. It was so funny. It was like, this is our last quiz as a team, but not the last quiz because there's a challenge quiz and we might be in the championship, so you still have the quiz championship, but these ones count for points. Yeah, that quiz. It was really funny. But that was a fun day, and now our team did make it to the championship, which is now the Saturday after that. And then, all my Saturdays are booked out for, until spring. Because I'm going to nationals.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason we're getting a little ahead on some recordings, especially since I also have a retreat I'm going to, and then I'll be going back to work eventually too, so.
Most of this stuff won't take away from recording times.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
have
you'll
anything
record.
special going on.
I'm sorry. You're just not special enough. We also finally made it to the MCU in our Marvel movie watching.
What's the MCU?
The Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the Avengers movies universe.
Okay.
So we watched through the 3 Fox X-Men movies, we watched through the 3 Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and now we finally watched Iron Man.
Yeah.
We're skipping some things. We're not watching Fox's Fantastic Four or all the X-Men movies, but
I'm really excited for some of the movies.
me too.
Especially the ones that I was around as they were coming out and stuff.
Mm,
You know, I'm kind of excited for those.
yeah,
Endgame, I saw that in theaters.
right.
It
Yep.
was a really special thing too because that was a bunch of your friends and stuff, and then
Yeah.
it was a few years ago, so there weren't a bunch of us kids. And then I think we went out somewhere afterwards, and I got kind of bored, and I sat underneath the tall table.
I think it was Denny's.
That would make sense because it looked like a different restaurant that I didn't recognize.
Was it the one with the shiny outside walls?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
Denny's.
remember it was shiny.
I don't remember any of the movies.
Which is part of the reason we're going through them. The biggest reason I started is because when I was talking to Vivi about something else, I was like, yeah, it's kind of like that portal scene from Infinity War where all the... He's like, what are you talking about? And then I realized that came out a year after he was born, so...
The only thing I can remember pretty much, we've watched all the other movies. I remember those. And the only scene that I can remember is Captain America's giving orders, and then he looks at Hulk and is like, and Hulk gets mad because he doesn't want any orders. Hulk just smash, and then he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a few scenes. That was a good one too.
I remember a lot.
I don't remember as much probably as I would, and I know we were oh, we should rewatch the Marvel movies, and we got through a few. I think I've seen Iron Man because it's let's rewatch them. Let's rewatch them.
No, we did rewatch all of them leading up to one of the movies.
Really?
Yes, we did.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
We did it. I think it was leading up to Infinity War and Endgame, or maybe just one of them. Whatever.
I am really excited to go through everything.
Me too.
Iron Man acts so much different from what I remember.
Well, it's only the first movie.
I can remember him being more serious.
I mean, He definitely has serious
You
moments.
still have a lot of character development left to go.
After Avengers, he has PTSD, so...
What's PTSD?
Post-traumatic stress
Syndrome. Wait, no.
something. Shoot.
Does any other superhero get that?
I don't know, but he definitely has it.
From when he was captured?
No, it's from when he flew a rocket up into a black hole in space, basically. Not a black hole, but like a hole in space where the aliens were coming out.
Is that the one?
And he almost died.
Where it's Hulk just smashed? Because I remember.
Yeah, that's the one where Hulk smashes, yes.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Disorder! That's the word. Thank you.
You're welcome. I Google everything. It's just like, what about this?
Anyway, we're excited to lead up to Doomsday. That's a big reason why we're doing it. So, and we are going to skip some of even the MCU movies because they just aren't important. Like Eternals. You guys haven't even seen Eternals, and we're probably not going to watch it. I watched it once. It's boring and really has no bearing on much of anything. They showed the one thing from that movie in the latest Captain America movie, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Well, like that's where they're getting material from in that movie. So, like, they're making it important, I guess. But again, it doesn't matter.
I remember one end scene in Thor where it's like they have a huge ship, and then they see like a 20 times ship, and it was like,
yeah.
And they were like, "What's happening next?" Ooh.
Yeah, it was an end credit thing from Ragnarok.
I knew it was an end credit for a Thor movie.
All right, now that that's done, we are going to start with episode 8 of season 1, The Path to the Pokemon League, or Pokemon Ryugu e no Michi, or The Road to the Pokemon League. All right, so Ash has 2 badges, and now he and the gang are headed to Vermillion City, where another gym awaits. On the way, Ash has some trainer training as he defeats some kid's Rattata. That kid didn't have a name, I don't think.
His name is Gerald.
It's apparently Gerald. Oh, Gerald.
That's not how you're supposed to say it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Gerald.
All right, Ruby, give us your interpretation.
Oh, my interpretation. Should I grace you?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, Gerald.
I don't think that's how it was said before. Anyway, I don't even know where it comes from.
Gerald. Oh.
This is a weird inside joke of the family, from my understanding. So, what?
We told you where we got it.
I don't remember.
Where'd we get it?
Anyway, Ash keeps showing off his badges and thinks he's something special because he has those 2 badges. The kid recommends Ash takes on AJ, who has his own unlicensed gym. AJ has won 98 times in a row, and Ash is ready to break his streak. Or so he thinks.
I wouldn't want to do that. I would just let him win. I wouldn't want to like break his.
That wouldn't be nice. He would be so mad if you just let him win. He wants to win proper.
He wouldn't know.
AJ has Sandshrew, and Ash uses Pidgeotto. Ash should have the advantage, but Sandshrew takes Pidgeotto out, and so Ash sends in Butterfree, who also loses. Ash tries to send in Pikachu, who doesn't want to go in, and zaps Ash with some friendly fire. This gives AJ his 99th win. He wants 100 wins in a row, and then he'll wander to compete for badges himself. And this then also completes a second trainer training. Team Rocket is spying, and they want to steal Sandshrew, of course. Although, maybe not, as we learn later. Ash begs for another chance and tries to claim it was rigged. Then they overhear AJ getting after his Pokemon, and he sounds abusive. The gang go in and witness AJ, quote-unquote, force Sandshrew to jump into a pool. So Ash tackles him. But then AJ has Sandshrew jump into the water again, and they learn that it is part of the training. AJ is the toughest on Sandshrew because it is his first Pokemon, and they have a dream to be the best. Brock bonds with AJ over the fact that AJ makes his own Pokemon food, just like Brock does. Team Rocket outside the tent are getting their tools ready and give a little rhyme. They mention going back to their old motto, so Because they're like, maybe we should just go back to our old motto after they do this rhyme. So does this weird rhyme count as like an interesting intro? I don't know if we call it anything. Maybe it's just a one-off random thing. So
I don't know. It's just so weird. It could be like no, it couldn't really be a catchphrase, could it?
No, I don't think so. Or would it be more like a modified motto? Because we did that weird modified motto in that Charizard episode.
It could be considered. Well, like if Meowth says we should go back to our regular motto, and that was like their motto, then I guess it would be considered like a modified motto.
You think so?
Yeah.
Should we go with that? All right, we'll call it a modified motto then. All right, so then modified motto, and that means
Team Rocket will do what it has to do.
to snatch that little Pikachu. Here they mentioned getting Pikachu, and I thought they had decided they were going to be after Sandshrew earlier, remember? Inside, AJ and Ash get into an argument, and while they do, Pikachu tries on Sandshrews Strength Intensifier, or whatever it's called. It causes Pikachu to roll up into a ball. Sandshrew mimics Pikachu, and Team Rocket rolls inside their own weird rubber ball thing. They think they find Pikachu and snag Sandshrew before popping their feet out of the ball and running off. It's so weird.
How did they I feel like if they were after Sandshrew, it would make more sense, like to grab Pikachu or whatever. But I don't know. It's just kind of confusing how they were after Pikachu. So why was Pikachu curled up into a ball like Sandshrew?
Right? It was weird. So then Ash and AJ find out that Sandshrew is gone. The Pokemon breaks free and Meowth grabs hold of its tail. So Sandshrew digs its way back to the gym with Meowth attached. When Sandshrew returned, it turns out that all the Pokemon there care for AJ, and he cares for them. Meowth being there reveals Team Rocket is to blame. Then Jessie and James arrive and give their regular motto. Team Rocket insults Sandshrew and the rest of AJ's Pokemon as they only want Pikachu. So, it sounds like the idea of taking Sandshrew was forgotten real quick.
Yeah.
So, AJ has Team Rocket face off against him outside. Sandshrew battles Ekans and Coughing at the same time, and then deals with Meowth. With a Fissure Strike, Sandshrew cracks the earth and defeats Team Rocket, who all run away in an entertaining exit. And then some trivia. The long nose Ash gets during this episode is a reference to getting a big head, because in Japan there is a saying, becoming a Tengu, which means the same thing that getting a big head does. So there's a point where he's talking about his badges and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, and he's getting full of himself, and his nose grows really long, and for us, we think Pinocchio. I maybe. Do you know Pinocchio?
Pinocchio. Did you just ask me if I know Pinocchio?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't know if you know Pinocchio. Okay, so, yeah, Pinocchio gets the long nose when he lies, right? Anyway, does anybody know what a Tengu is?
No.
No.
Well, the Tengu masks, you've even seen that, have that long nose.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I've seen that. Yeah,
But-
I think I know what the Tengu
In a lot of lore and stuff, Tengus can turn into, these bird things or whatever, too. And they transform, but they usually are arrogant. But they are usually very skillful, too. At least in the versions I know. But they can become very arrogant or come across that way. Hence, getting a nose like a Tengu is the same thing as getting a big head. For us. And then both Tracy and Brock voiced James in this episode. I think Brock only had a couple lines, but they slipped in, I think, during the battle or something. So he had to record those lines for some reason. Because the Tracy actor was he must have not been able to redo some lines that need to be redone, or they forgot to record them or something. I don't know. But then he was on vacation somewhere for a long time, or had to do, I don't know. He had to leave for a while, so Brock took over, and then it just stuck with Brock after that.
That's because he was so good.
He is so good. Although it takes him a little bit to get it to where we like it.
Get it where we like it.
All right, so who's that Pokemon in this episode? It's Sandshrew.
Sandshrew.
And we get 2 trainer trainings. Ash battles the kid with the Rattata and AJ. We get a friendly fire. We get a modified motto and an entertaining exit. Now to rank it. I think we should start with Ruby so she can get a say in there before it gets out of hand too much.
Okay, let's see. I am going to put it above Challenge of the Samurai and below a Pokemon Emergency.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
Aggie.
All right, so now, Season 1, Episode 9, The School of Hard Knocks, or Pokemon Hisho Manyaru. Manyaru, maybe. Or Pokemon Certain Victory Manual. Oh, that was their attempt at manual. Got it.
Manioro.
Yep, probably.
Ooh, I'm so good.
Ash and Co. are lost in some fog, and Misty is back to bugging Ash about her bike. Brock is going to cook, but needs firewood, so Ash goes looking for some. While searching, he finds some boys quizzing another kid about Pokemon, who is running on a treadmill while answering. They're all wearing school uniforms and apparently go to Pokemon Tech. Ash defends the kid from what seems to be bullying, and he's going to fight them, but they say they don't bother with actual battles and head back to the school. The tech school flyer tells them that apparently the school helps trainers get into the league without earning badges. Ash wonders where the school is, and the fog lifts, showing they are standing in the yard already.
With a fence all the way around it.
Yeah, there's a fence around, so somehow they walked right through the entrance without even noticing and tripping. Ash doesn't like what he's hearing about how the upperclassmen treat the beginners, and he wants to deal with the student who's in charge of the scheme. So the boy that was being quizzed shows them a picture, and both Ash and Brock are taken in by this upperclassman's beauty, because it's a pretty girl. And Brock has a creepy line about it.
Oh.
She can violate my rights anytime. So it's up to Misty to deal with this lady, since the boys are drooling over her. Team Rocket is spying on the whole thing, and Jessie and James reminisce over their time at Pokemon Tech, and they have a little rhyme as they reveal they got the lowest scores of the school when they took the exam. And so they were kicked out or something. As the young boy shows Ash and Co. around, they learn that even at his rank, he's more powerful than someone with 2 badges. They have simulations for battling gyms, and Misty takes offense at that and claims real battles are different and challenges him. Team Rocket continues to spy on them as Misty sends in Starmie against the boys' Weepinbell and wins in some trainer training. Giselle, the one who seems to rule the school, explains that Misty's Starmie has more experience battling. The girl is conceited and kind of mean. Giselle decides to send in Graveler against Misty's Starmie for some more trainer training and defeats it quickly. So, at the pool, Giselle offers Misty to use another Pokemon. And before, we've all had discussions about passage of time in the anime series, and since Ash doesn't age, even though we had years go by, it seems, and we came up with some possible but really stretched ideas of how time could have worked for it to be okay, for their anniversary not being a year anniversary thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And that one short. But here we already learned it's been 2 months. In just 9 episodes. So that kind of throws that out the window. Not that I was banking on it. Anyway, Ash steps in to challenge Giselle and her Cubone, who mocks Ash and his Pikachu, and even though Pikachu takes a beating, he wins in the end, while Giselle laments her loss. Team Rocket arrives to deliver their motto. Giselle knows about their scores on the exam, and so her gang of students start chucking Pokeballs at Team Rocket, and they run off in an entertaining exit, saying their classic line of blasting off again. Joe, the original boy that they were helping out, decides to go back home and start over to be more like Ash. And then the gang is back on the road. And then some trivia for this episode. Misty and Jessie's voice actress actually voiced most of Pikachu's lines in this episode. Usually they have the original voice doing Pikachu's voices, like the one from Japan. But in this episode, it was Misty for some reason. Anyway, who's that Pokemon? It's Cubone! Cubone!
I like Cubone.
And our tallies are Trainer Training, 3. Misty versus Joe, Misty versus Giselle, Ash versus Giselle. And 1 entertaining exit. Now to rank it. Alright. You want to take this one, Rosella?
Sure.
I think I forgot to mention that the Path to the Pokemon League is now our number 7 out of 8, but that might change with the School of Hard Knocks.
It's definitely not one of my favorites. I'm probably going to put it underneath of Pokemon Emergency.
And above Path to the Pokemon League?
Wait.
Which is the last episode.
Wait, no, I meant to put it underneath the Path to the Pokemon
Oh,
League.
you like the AJ episode more?
Yes.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, are you okay with that decision?
Sure.
All right, I guess we'll do that. I actually liked it better than Path to the Pokemon League. All right, so that makes the School of Hard Knocks number 8 out of 9. Now, it's time to start jumping into a trilogy of episodes.
A trilogy?
Yeah, it's the starter trilogy. Starting with episode 10 of season 1, Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village, or Kakurezato no Fushigidane, or Fushigidane of the Hidden Village. Ash and Co. are lost in some tall grass in the woods. They take a break and find an Oddish. Ash wants to catch it, but Misty budges to catch it instead. Oddish runs off, and Misty sends in Starmie. After battling, she tosses in a Pokeball, but a Bulbasaur shows up and hits the Pokeball back. Ash tries to battle Bulbasaur with Butterfree, and when Bulbasaur blows the sleep powder back at its opponent, we see the surprised Pikachu face in the background. This is the episode where the surprised Pikachu meme comes from.
What?
Have you ever seen the surprised Pikachu where, like when people respond to, like, text and stuff, they show the Pikachu with his, like, surprised O face, like, his mouth is, like, in an O shape or whatever, and he's just, like, surprised, and it's, like, zoomed in on him. Have you not seen those?
No.
It's a meme. Anyway, this is the episode where it comes from. So if you ever do see it, this is the episode. That's it!
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, I think I might have seen
Can you show her
before.
quick? Yeah, surprise Pikachu.
Me.
Anyway.
People say funny things on top of it.
Yes, they do. So, when Bulbasaur gets away, Ash decides to look for more and leads the gang to cross a bridge that breaks, giving us our first instance of broken bridges.
Yeah. First
Well,
instance.
Our first episode that has it, so it's technically the first count. We started counting them later because we didn't count tallies for these, which is why they're part of our Crossroads. Brock falls and Ash pulls Misty and him back up. Then when they go to look for Brock, Misty falls into a pit trap. After that, Misty trips a net trap that captures her, Ash, and Pikachu. Bulbasaur shows up and Ash tries to challenge him despite being caught in a net, and Bulbasaur leaves. Team Rocket are hiding in some bushes and are apparently looking for a hidden village.
There, in the bushes.
Brock arrives and frees Ash and Misty, and he was apparently rescued out of the river by a woman who he has fallen for. Brock brings the rest of the gang to the cabin that belongs to the woman, Melanie. Apparently, injured and abandoned Pokemon come to be treated and cared for until they recover. And then after they recover, the Pokemon head back out to the wild. They learn that Melanie sets the traps to protect the village. When Team Rocket try to cross the broken bridge, it breaks again. And I think we all agreed that this is not a second broken bridge count, right?
Correct.
Okay.
No.
Well, 2 of us agreed. They fall into water and apparently fall into 3 pit traps and get caught in a net as they try to find the village. Bulbasaur tackles Misty when she's having a moment with Oddish, and so Ash gets ready to battle him. But Melanie explains he was just trying to protect Oddish as he has become a protector of all the Pokemon of the village. It doesn't like Pokemon trainers and wants Ash and Misty to leave. Then we find Team Rocket on a stadium in the sky with balloons attached as they announce their motto. They arrive in the village, which isn't really a village. It's just a cabin in the woods. just so you all know. This whole village concept is kind of weird. It's a Pokemon village.
Yeah.
And the stadium sends out a giant vacuum hose and nearly sucks up Oddish, but Bulbasaur saves it.
What are houses made out of?
Plaster, cement. There's usually
Okay, but her cabin is a log cabin. So what's it made out of?
Logs.
What? Okay, where do you get logs?
From the lumber yard.
Where does the lumberyard get the logs?
They make them.
They make them right there.
Yeah. They have to, cut off all the branches and cut off ends and stuff, so,
Cut off the branches from what?
from something else.
Pseudo-wudo.
It's made out of pseudo-wudo, so it's actually made out of rock.
Yeah, that's rock.
Yes, they're trees. I get it. It's all made out of wood.
And so what's all around? A bunch of trees.
Bunch of trees, yes,
So
yes.
in the end,
in
it
the
is.
end,
a village. Case closed.
you win. Good job.
Oh, thanks.
So then, let's see. So after Bulbasaur saves the Oddish, Ash helps Bulbasaur fight against the suction to get into the cabin. So with everyone safe inside, Bulbasaur and Ash go back out to battle the vacuum. And with Pidgeotto's gust, a tornado forms and sends Team Rocket and their stadium blasting off again. Except instead of being launched into the sky, they are taken away in the tornado for an entertaining exit.
No dang.
No ding.
Oh.
Melanie thinks Bulbasaur needs more experience to grow, and she wants Ash
To grow.
Which, this is really kind of dumb, too, if you think about it. Because does he grow? Never. Never grows.
He's Bulbasaur. Is it really a Bulbasaur?
I don't know. Maybe it's a ditto.
Bum, bum, bum.
So she wants Ash to take him. Bulbasaur wants Ash to battle first, and so they do, and then Ash catches Bulbasaur in a gotta catch 'em all.
So Ash wins the battle.
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
You didn't say that, Paul.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Bulbasaur. That's right. Good job. And our tally is 1 broken bridge, 1 entertaining exit, and a gotta catch 'em all.
Yay.
Now to rank it.
Cool.
I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
You guess. You probably did that on purpose.
If I had thought about it, I probably would have. I like Bulbasaur.
Could I rank the next episode?
No, I want to rank the
But
next
I love the next episode.
I love the next episode, too.
But don't
It's
you?
so cute.
But
I
don't
love
you want the other one?
I mean, I guess I can do that one.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Sure, I like that Pokemon more, but I like
You
the
said
next
you liked the
episode
other
more.
episode too. You were excited about it when we
No, I
watched
do
it.
like the other episode, but
All right. I think I really did like the episode, but I think it's still probably below Ash catches a Pokemon. I really love the Caterpie Pikachu conversation.
over Bulbasaur? Oh,
I mean, it was a fun episode, and I do really like Bulbasaur's character in this, but I think the Ash or the Caterpie Pikachu and then the bug stuff for Misty was funny, but
I guess I can side with you there.
what do you think?
Aki.
You good with that?
Yes.
All right. So that puts Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village at number 3 out of 10. So then our next episode, Season 1, Episode 11, Charmander, the Stray Pokemon, or Hagure Pokemon, Hitokage, or The Stray Pokemon, Hitokage. So, in our second episode of the Starter Trilogy, Ash and Co. continue their journey toward Vermillion. You know what? I think these episodes are in the order of the number of the Pokedex, too. I think it's the Bulbasaur line, the Charmander line, and then the Squirtle line.
Nice.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I think so. Ash and Co. continue their journey toward Vermillion City, and they're lost again. Ash is annoyed that there are only Spearow around. So would Ruby be. Oh,
let's move on.
no, I gotta say something.
No,
So,
we don't need to.
in Vermillion City in the game, there's a girl that wants to trade for a Farfetch'd. Like, she'll give you a Farfetch'd if you give her a Spearow. And I'm like, ooh, I could quick it. Oh, wait, my only Spearow is Ruby. I can't give up Ruby.
Wow.
So, yes, Ash and Ruby would both be annoyed that there's only Spearow around. But he's looking for more Pokemon to catch. But I thought that was weird because he could catch a Spearow then, because he doesn't have one.
No,
So it's-
Spearow were mean to him.
So it's, well, I mean, He hit one in the head to start off the whole situation.
Oh, you're not supposed to battle the Pokemon before you catch them?
He threw a rock at it.
Yeah, he was battling.
That's not how you battle Pokemon.
We had the option to throw rocks at the Pokemon in the Safari Zone.
Only in the Safari Zone. That's in the Safari Zone, specifically.
Yeah, so we
Special
had
rules.
the option. So did he.
Anyway, they find a large rock with a Charmander sitting on top of it. Ash tries to catch it in a Pokeball, but it bats it back, so he tries again. It catches Charmander, but then the Pokemon breaks out. The attempts to catch him upset Charmander, and so Pikachu has a conversation with it and relays that information to the gang, and we learn that Charmander has a trainer. So they're like, well, he's just waiting for his trainer, let's get going. So they find a cozy-looking Pokemon Center just in time to get out of a rainstorm, and Charmander is still on his rock. Holding
With a little leaf.
Yes, he's using a little leaf to shelter
Like
him.
Totoro!
He is really... Oh, take Totoro, is that what you said?
Yes.
You're a
It's
big
so
Totoro
cute.
fan.
Yes.
I agree. Very cute Pokemon. And loyal.
Mm-hmm.
And the flame
Until
is
he
very
evolves.
small.
That's later. All right.
Well, he got his temper from the trainer.
Probably. Why do
Yeah.
you keep talking like that?
Like what?
Like your accent.
Well, accent.
Anyway, in the Pokemon Center cabin, they overhear Damien showing off all his Pokemon, and when they bring up him having a Charmander, he says he used to, but it was too weak, so he left it on a rock and promised he'd come back for it because otherwise it wouldn't stop following him. That upsets the gang, and Brock gets in Damien's face and orders him to go get his Charmander because it will die if the tail flame goes out. Ash, Misty, and Pokemon are all disgusted with him too. Joy breaks up the fight that was about to begin and explains that Pokemon aren't supposed to be used in personal fights.
Yeah, but Pikachu would have been in that fight with no problem.
Well, for sure.
Ash.
Brock falls for Joy again, and Ash and Misty have to snap him out of it. The gang then runs off into the storm to rescue Charmander, who has a bunch of Spearow staring at him from the bushes.
There, in the bushes.
They attack, and Ash and Co. drive them off, Pikachu giving them all a good zap. And zaps the gang too in some friendly fire.
Uh-oh.
The Charmander's tail is almost out, and so they cover it up and rush it back to the Pokemon Center. It looks grim, but Joy saves the Charmander. The gang gets some sleep, but the next morning they find Charmander is gone, and they assume it went back to the rock to wait for Damien. Meanwhile, Team Rocket reveals a busted bot as they recite their motto. It's just a pit trap driller. However, it works, and the gang fall in, and Team Rocket are wearing insulated suits to protect themselves from Pikachu. Then they capture Pikachu in a rubber balloon ball thing that they shot from a bazooka.
It was really
Yep.
weird.
It was so weird. Like, what was that?
It shouldn't have been able to do that, and if it is, then he should be able to just get out.
Right? Such a bizarre thing. Before Team Rocket can leave, they are confronted by Charmander, and it seems to demand that they give Pikachu back to Ash. When Team Rocket resists, Charmander burns them to a crisp, and they run away in an entertaining exit, as they say their line about blasting off. Damien was nearby in some bushes.
There, in the
More bushes.
bushes.
Everybody's in the bushes all the time. Damien saw Charmander beat Team Rocket. When Ash invites Charmander to join him, Damien tells Charmander he's been looking all over for him. Damien then admits that he wasn't going to come back for it and doesn't even like training Pokemon. Damien sends in a Pokeball to return Charmander, but he hits it back into Damien's face and then burns him as Pikachu zaps him until he runs away.
And that ain't no friendly fire.
No. The gang lets Ash catch Charmander in a gotta catch 'em all. And that's that. Who's that Pokemon is?
Charmander!
Char!
No, actually, it's Spearow.
What was it? It was Charmander. You're wrong.
We get a friendly fire, a busted bot, an entertaining exit, and a gotta catch 'em all. No to rank it.
Do I like it more than Bulbasaur's or less than Bulbasaur's?
I don't know.
What do you guys think? More or less than Bulbasaur?
Well, I think Ruby likes it better than Bulbasaur episode. I actually like it less than the Bulbasaur episode. I like the concept of the hidden village and everything.
But he's not a village.
It's a Pokemon village. We discussed this.
Okay, I think I kind of like it more because
I figured.
it has a fire Pokemon.
Do you like it better than Ash catches a Pokemon?
No.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
On the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, he is super cute and I like him a lot. I really like the loyalty and the protectiveness of Bulbasaur.
But this one also has a lot of loyalty.
I mean, that's true.
So
And in fact, he's probably more loyal, whereas the other one was just super protective.
He's loyal to his village and protecting them.
So above or below?
He has a sense of duty that he's loyal to. So he's loyal to himself more than anything.
Okay.
That's just my opinion on the situation. All right, so we'll put it above. So that puts Charmander, the stray Pokemon, as our new number 3 out of 11. Now for Ruby's starter choice in Season 1, Episode 12, here comes the Squirtle Squad, or Zenigame Gundan Tojo. The Zenigame Squad appears.
They actually put an exclamation point in this one.
Ooh.
Still only one.
So, with our final chapter of the starter trilogy, we get a recap of Ash getting Bulbasaur and Charmander, and then we see the gang walking along and falling into a pit trap. But it's not a Team Rocket pit trap, because they are then surrounded by a bunch of Squirtle with shades on who laugh at the gang inside. One of the Squirtles, the leader, has pointed shades, like he has like points to his sunglasses. Where the other ones just have like round ones.
Where they
It
almost
looks
just
like you're
look
trying to
nerds.
describe it to me, but I know. I've seen it plenty.
So they have sunglasses that cover their cute little eyes, so they don't look cute anymore. They look cool or whatever. But some of them are just kind of basic round circles, and the other ones are like point. I'm just describing it more to be
Why
dumb.
don't they have leather jackets?
Ooh, that would have been cool.
It's so cool. Them running around with their like little leather vests or jackets or whatever they have.
Like
and
a
then,
biker
at
gang.
the end, it would be like more than just throwing out the glasses. It'd be like pulling off the jackets without being.
I like it. That would have been cool. Sunglasses still fun though.
Little spikes on their jackets.
Ash sends in Pikachu. Yeah, little studs or whatever, yeah. Anyway, so Ash sends in Pikachu to zap the Squirtle so he can catch one. Pika takes out one of them and then has a gunslinger standoff with the lead Squirtle. Sirens go off interrupting the battle, and the Squirtle all run away, and Officer Jenny arrives. The whole gang heads to the police station with Jenny, who explains that the Squirtle Squad are pranksters and tricksters that run wild, as they were all abandoned by trainers. Yeah. Team Rocket is spying on the group and get into a fight about food. They decide to have a picnic, but then lose the basket to the Squirtle Squad after falling into one of the Squirtle's pit traps. And then they get tied to a tree. Team Rocket try to convince the Squirtles to steal Pikachu, but the Squirtle don't trust humans. So Meowth lies and claims Jessie and James are his pets.
And Jessie and James are not happy about that.
They're not thrilled, no. But it helps, and Meowth gets to hang out with the squad and gets to eat as well. Back to the gang, Misty is fishing, and she thinks she catches something, but it is just a member of the squad who blasts them all with water. Then Pikachu tries to zap them and ends up zapping the gang with some friendly fire.
Rude.
Then Ash has Pikachu battle Squirtle, but he gets hit off into the water and is then poked by a Goldeen horn. Pikachu is down, and the squad lasso and tie up the gang. Pikachu really needs a potion, and so Ash begs the squad to set him free at least so he can go get it and bring it back. He's warned that if he's not back in time, they're going to dye Misty's hair purple.
Actually, they said they're gonna dye the red-haired girl.
Yeah, you're right.
Purple.
On his way to town, Ash has to cross a pretty rickety bridge which is another broken bridge count. Soon enough. It didn't break yet, but it will be.
It was already rickety and broken enough. So, I mean, it was already broken and we didn't see it, like, already be broken, so it doesn't count.
It does count.
Oh, the audacity.
When he arrives... the audacity. When he arrives in town, it looks like something from the Old West. And when he finds the shop, he goes to open the door and gets smacked with it as someone exits. Who is that?
Gary.
It's
recurring
Gary.
rival.
That's
he
right.
probably has Eevee by now.
Yeah, we have no idea. We don't see Eevee until much later.
Yeah, but he probably does.
Maybe. After being hit by the door, Ash sleeps through the night and wakes up when Team Rocket is robbing the store with a bazooka.
He sleeps through the night? Didn't he have to be back by noon?
It gets dark out or something. I don't know.
Did it?
Maybe it just gets very, very cloudy.
I
Maybe.
didn't remember that happening.
Neither do I.
That's
I know he falls into the grass and
Maybe it
lays
was
there for
noon
a
the
little
next
while.
day. I don't remember.
I think we need to relook at this.
Either way, Team Rocket leaves after they get what they want, and Ash goes in and finds a lot of guns pointed at him because they think he's going to rob the place. Jenny rescues him, and they take off on a motorcycle back to where Pikachu is, hoping to beat Team Rocket there. But the bridge is out, so they have to go around while Team Rocket float right across in their balloon. Ooh. Ash and Jenny find a secret passage into the cave that only Ash can fit into, and he finds...
It wouldn't fit an adult who's skinnier than the child. Like, what the heck?
Right.
She's like all around smaller than him, except for height. So like,
She's like as
just
skinny as a
crawl.
bell sprout, which are creepy.
You're creepy.
Maybe she doesn't like crawling.
But like, she probably wouldn't even have to crawl.
It gets her knees all dirty.
So Ash does fit in, and he finds his way back to the cave. But everyone is gone. Team Rocket arrive, dropping bombs, and grab Pikachu. Ash saves the lead Squirtle, which saves him. And after sheltering in the cave, Ash and the lead Squirtle chase after Team Rocket, and Squirtle shoots their balloon.
Pew pew.
What'd you want to say?
Before that, Misty talks about how the Squirtle Squad would never actually dye someone's hair purple.
Oh, yeah, they're not that cruel or whatever.
They would do all these awful things, but oh no, we'd never do
They would never change a girl's natural hair color, is what they said.
Yeah, I think what I read before was that the threat was something different in the original. It wasn't dyeing her hair, but it was more violent-y. So
What was it?
I don't remember. But the Squirrel Squad aren't violent, so that it actually makes more sense because they are pranksters, right? But
Yeah.
So they would do that, the dying probably, but they wouldn't do whatever the other thing was. I don't remember what it was. Like drop her on her head from a tree or something weird like that. I don't remember what it was though. After Squirtle shoots the balloon, Team Rocket drops Pikachu, and then Team Rocket is blasting off again. Boom. However, all the explosions from the bombs they dropped caused a forest fire that will eventually consume the town. So Ash convinces the squad to work together and put out the fire. The squad is awarded and are now the town firefighters, which surprisingly gets brought up again a couple more times in the future. But the lead wants to go with Ash, and so we have another Gotta Catch 'Em All. And our Who's That Pokemon?
Squirtle!
Squirtle, squirt. And our tallies are Friendly Fire, A Broken Bridge, Recurring Rival, and a Gotta Catch 'Em All. Now to rank it.
I think it goes right below the Bulbasaur one.
Under Bulbasaur?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine with me. They're all really good. These were good episodes, those three. So, here comes the Squirtle Squad.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun.
Is our number 5 out of 12. All right, and then our last Kanto episode. Episode 13 of Season 1. Mystery at the Lighthouse. Or
Or a mystery.
I'm mysterious. Or Masaki no Todai.
You are a Misaki no Todai.
Or Masaki's Lighthouse. So Masaki must be Bill.
Ooh, I said you're a Bill.
Yeah. Better pay it. Anyway, Ash and Co. are lost again.
Lost in the woods.
Lost
I don't think they are, actually.
woods.
As they walk and the narrator talks, we get an image of a lot of badges, and many of them are not actual badges from the game. Then there's an explanation of how a trainer can have 6 Pokemon, and then they go over the names of the 6 Pokemon Ash has. Misty gives Ash a hard time for not earning the badges that he has and not catching all those Pokemon that he has. So Ash goes to prove himself and finds himself on a beach, and a Krabby is there. Cookie, cookie, cookie.
Cookie, cookie, cookie.
Ash fights the Krabby himself instead of using a Pokemon. Of course.
Why?
I don't know. And then catches it in another gotta catch 'em all. But he freaks out when he finds his new Pokemon is not there and just vanished. But it is soon explained that he can only carry 6, and the rest go to Oak's place.
Some people carry more than 6 though and stuff, and it's really weird. So it's like, is that a rule? Is that not a rule?
Ash wants to make sure Krabby is okay, and so they need to find a phone, which they haven't seen one in a while. Pikachu spots a lighthouse, and so they all head there, hoping to sleep there and use a phone. There are a lot of Pokemon designed into the large lighthouse doors, like Mewtwo, Flareon, Vaporeon, Eevee,
Which
Ditto.
Insulted. He doesn't like Eevee anymore.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No.
You said you didn't like Eevee, or Eevee was stupid, or something.
Right,
like
I
that.
said I didn't like Eevee or Eevee was stupid. I did not say I didn't like Eevee anymore, and I was being sarcastic.
Well, you weren't, so you don't get Eevee stuff anymore.
Okay. All right. So then, the person who lives at the lighthouse lets them all inside once Brock mentions making some food. Inside, Ash calls Oak. They use a Bellsprout phone. And when they call, Professor Oak is cooking, and he's worried that Ash is worried he's cooking his Krabby.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of like stupid that he thought that.
But he learns that his Krabby's just fine, and that Gary caught a much bigger Krabby.
And he's mad.
Yeah, of course he is. And apparently, Gary has already caught 45 Pokemon.
And Ash has caught 7.
Right? Well, caught 7. They just talked about how he didn't catch all of them either.
Did he throw a Pokeball and they went in?
Let's see. Caterpie, yes. Pidgeotto, yes.
Did he throw a Pokeball at Bulbasaur?
Yes, and that was after battling him.
Did he throw a Pokeball at...
He did throw, I think he threw a Pokeball or aimed a Pokeball at Charmander, but he did not battle him to catch him.
So?
That's not a normal catch.
It's still like catching the Pokemon.
The gang said otherwise, so...
Well, they're wrong.
Anyway, when Ash explains where they are, Oak realizes it must be Bill's lighthouse, who is also a Pokemon researcher. When Bill arrives, he looks like a giant Kabuto. Turns out, he wears costumes to get into the mindset of a Pokemon, and he got stuck in that one, and needs their help getting out. Team Rocket is spying on the lighthouse, and knows it belongs to Bill, and so they know there must be many rare Pokemon there for them to steal. As they come up with a plan, they give an interesting intro. We're back to back, so prepare for trouble. Watch your step or we'll make it double. Bill explains to the gang there are more than 150 Pokemon known and many more that are unknown. And Team Rocket, on the outside, is climbing the cliff to get to the lighthouse. Back inside, Bill explains he has been interested in one Pokemon that is possibly the largest, and it is the only Pokemon of its species. Which must mean that it's just because it's the special size, because it is a specific Pokemon that there are more of that we learn throughout the anime. He caught its sound on like a recording or something and has been trying to get it to come to him. It turns out to be a giant Dragonite, and it is certainly not the only Dragonite in the anime world of Pokemon. But it is the only one that is that huge.
Yeah,
So-
it's like as tall as the cliff and the lighthouse put together.
Right. It's huge, huge thing. Kind of like Godzilla.
I mean, when it's coming through the fog and we don't even see it fully, it does look a lot like Godzilla.
Yep.
It just doesn't do the blue power-up thing like in Godzilla versus King Kong.
Well, that would just be Hyper Beam, right? Anyway, he's playing a variation of the sound, asking the Pokemon to be friends. Like Bill is playing the sound. And sure enough, the Pokemon he has been longing to meet shows up. The meeting doesn't last long, as Team Rocket decides to fight it with a bazooka to capture it.
What's with all the bazookas?
I don't know. It gets angry, uses its tail to send Team Rocket blasting off again without a ding.
No ding.
And then the creature retreats back into the sea. Bill hopes to call it back again someday. And then the gang head off again the next morning. And then we have some trivia. So this episode is likely based off a short story by an author named Ray Bradbury, who did a lot of interesting stories. And his story was called The Foghorn, which is also likely one of the things that inspired the creation of Godzilla in the 50s when they made that movie. Because the original Godzilla movie came out in the 50s.
I haven't seen any Godzilla movies besides the one where it's Godzilla versus King Kong.
I know, and I'm just telling you that Godzilla and King Kong actually both came out in movies that were black and white.
I've seen a few King Kong, or at least one King Kong movie.
But did you watch it with Mom?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a really long movie. It's by the same person who did Lord of the Rings and also has Jack Black in it, who is the voice of Kung Fu Panda and Bowser and was in Jumanji. And Minecraft. Steve.
Chicken jockey.
All right. Our Who's That Pokemon this episode is...
Kabuto? Or Kabuto?
It's Krabby. The Pokemon
I forgot about Krabby.
Cookie. All right. We got a Gotta Catch 'em All and an interesting intro. Now to rank it. So, I really like lighthouses, but overall this episode was fine.
I think it goes above Samurai.
Definitely goes above Samurai. I think I like it better than Path to Pokemon League and School of Hard Knocks as well.
Yeah.
So probably under Pokemon Emergency.
Okay.
All right, so that makes Mystery at the Lighthouse our number 10 out of 13. It's kind of funny. We grouped half of the episodes all together in the bottom area and half of them all near the top. The trilogy of starters is near the top. So that puts our Kanto top 5 we'll go over. Is at 5, Here Comes the Squirtle Squad. Number 4, Bulbasaur in the Hidden Village. Number 3, Charmander, the Stray Pokemon. Number 2, Ash Catches a Pokemon. And number 1, Pokemon, I Choose You. And our updated tallies. We got a new Busted Bot putting us at 2 for the first season. We have 2 Broken Bridges, where we had none before. We gained 4 entertaining exits, where we had none before. 3 friendly fires, putting us at 9. 4 Gotta Catch 'em Alls, putting us at 10. Our first 2 interesting intros. Our second recurring rival. And 5 trainer trainings, putting us from 1 to 6. Now, time to capture some Pokemon. So think about which one stood out to you the most or was featured the best or whatever in these 6 episodes.
I already have mine.
I know what you're picking.
It's not that hard to guess.
Let me think here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm picking. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Bulbasaur.
Charmander.
Okay, good.
We all took the starters. I knew it. I just knew it.
I was debating. I was like, I could choose Bulbasaur, but then I was like, I kind of want all 3 of them to get one.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at too. Because I also thought, maybe the Squirtle Squad, but I'm like, nah, it's Bulbasaur.
Yeah, I might have chosen Bulbasaur, but I wanted all 3 to get a Pokeball.
Yep. So they all get a Pokeball. The starters, we all chose our starter Pokemon. I love that. That's so good. All right. And so that is a wrap on our Kanto episode. So now we have 2 Hoenn episodes, starting from season 6, starting with season 6, episode 23. Gone Corphishin, or Umibe no Abare Mono Haigani Tojo, or Roughneck of the Sea, Haigani appears. I'm guessing Haigani must be Corphish. Anyway, while Jessie is relaxing and wants to enjoy the weather, James and Meow think it's a perfect day to catch Pikachu. While they debate whether or not to work or relax, something shoots through the water and hits them, sending Team Rocket blasting off too soon! Ding! And we had an off-again moment then, because they said they're blasting off too soon. Whatever got them buries itself in the sand and returns toward the water. Ash and Pikachu start their day in a parallel to what Meowth and James were doing, and then Ash starts training with his trio of Pokemon. They attempt to wait patiently, with their backs to the water, and try to dodge the wave when it comes toward them. They fail, but are in good spirits about it. The next time
I would be getting wet with water.
Right? Yeah, it seems like fun. I think it's kind of a fun, like, training exercise. Like, even if it's just a game, you know? Like, let's see if we can predict when the wave's coming to crash on us. We should try that sometime. Next time we're in the ocean.
We have a good spot, though.
Yeah.
Because they're up on a cliff.
Right, but it has to be a place where waves will hit us. And we're not, I don't know if we'll find a cliff where it does it, and that would be dangerous. Just know that there are waves, like, when we see a big wave coming, like, to try to predict when it's coming and then try to get out of there.
Like Virginia Beach.
Right. The next time, they make it, except for Trico. Which, I mean, he's a grass Pokemon. It just helps him grow.
Yes.
Something starts messing with the gang's tent, and after the tent, like, it gets dragged off and it hits a tree, whatever it is that was dragging it continues burrowing underground. Wurmple catches it with a string shot, but instead of reeling it in, it gets pulled along behind. Everyone tries to help, but it keeps pulling them all until they are all dunked in the water. So then they all have their clothes hanging up to dry.
And Ash is in his undies.
Boxers. Team Rocket spot the creature under the sand again and go to deal with it after it hit them. But they step on a Loudred and get screamed away. And is this the second time we ran into Loudred? Because I know we ran into it in the Whole Lot of Trouble episode where they're falling down that same hole over and over again.
I don't know. You're the one who started spotting him. I was just like, yeah, Loudred, whatever.
So I might keep track of Loudred appearances. I don't know if it'll be an ongoing thing or not, so I'm going to keep track of it for now, just in case it is an ongoing thing. So I'll have to calculate them later. But I'll have to do that on my own time later.
Okie doke.
But notice that there is a Loudred again. Ash and the gang set out, bait, and hide behind bushes, waiting to find the Pokemon that keeps burrowing underground. It comes up behind them, knocks them down, and grabs the bait before getting away. Then we get our Who's That Pokemon trivia. This Pokemon inhabits piles of rotten leaves inside the forests.
Rotten leaves.
Yep, any guesses? Any guesses?
Who likes rotten
It
leaves?
sounds like where a worm would go, so maybe like a Wurmple or a cat.
Okay, well, we'll find out at the end. The next day, Ash and Co. set Team Rocket-style pit traps to try to get the Pokemon. And Brock mentioned something about after all the years they've been falling into those pit traps, they should know how they work. That evening, they set bait again and wait, and weird seaweed Pokemon show up to eat it and fall into a pit trap. It's actually just Team Rocket in disguise, and they deliver an interesting intro, leading May and Max to cause an irritating interruption.
Prepare for trouble from the depths of the earth.
And make it double for all the trouble it's worth. And then, May and Max are like, what are you guys doing there? Then the mysterious Pokemon burrows underneath Team Rocket and pops up, sending them blasting off again! Ding! Finally, Pikachu knocks the Corphish out of the sand, and Ash recognizes it from when they were fishing a couple episodes back.
He remembers something that happened in the
Wow.
Pikachu and Corphish battle, and Pikachu takes a beating, and so Ash brings in Trico, who uses patience to wait for the attack to come in, like they were training with the waves before. Trico takes down Corphish, and then Ash catches it. We got ourselves another Gotta Catch 'em All. Ash and Corphish share a handshake that sends Ash flying away for possibly some friendly fire. Our Who's That Pokemon is Shroomish. And our tallies are Off Again, Interesting Intro, Irritating Interruption, Gotta Catch 'em All, and Friendly Fire.
Wow. They're just taking after the Kanto season, I guess.
And now to rank it. Do you want this one or the next one?
I'll rank it.
Okay.
Okay. Corphish. It's fun that you got another Pokemon.
Yeah, I have no idea which one it is.
I'm thinking somewhere around like 10 and 11, maybe. Unless you think it goes higher.
No, I mean it was a fine episode, but I don't see
maybe
it going too high.
Below the winner by a nose patch.
So above Knicker in Time, which is the Knickerbocker episode.
I know it's the Knickerbocker.
You don't like the Knickerbocker episode? It's so funny.
It's funny that like the Knickerbocker, but I don't really like it.
Okay, then that's fine. We can do that. All right, so that makes Gone Corphishin our number 12 out of 23. So then it's time for Season 6, Episode 24, which is the 300th episode of the Pokemon anime series, not counting like shorts, movies, and chronicles.
What the heck?
300 episodes.
We've
now.
watched a lot of Pokemon.
We really have. All right. So this 300th episode, a Corphish out of water, or Hashire Satoshi, Kibanya no Kawa o Koe, or Run Satoshi, cross the Kibanha River. Kibanha must be Carvana. While Ash is polishing his Pokeballs, Corphish starts eating rope and Ash tries to stop him. The rope snaps, causing Corphish to hit Ash in some possibly more friendly fire. I can't remember where we landed on that. You didn't seem too convinced.
Oh, the rope?
Yeah.
No, because he was eating it and it just accidentally swats back and hit him.
Okay. So we won't count that one. Later, during a meal, it seems something is wrong with Wurmple as it won't eat like usual. Then a clamp snatches up Pikachu into the Team Rocket balloon where they announce their interesting intro.
Prepare for trouble, because this is my Corphish disguise.
And make it double. Can you tell we've run low on supplies?
Yeah, because it was such a bad, like, it was like...
They just had, like,
paper
things over their
on
hands or whatever, yeah. This time, Pikachu is trapped in a cage with open-looking bars, but instead of, like, the glass case, but somehow it's still electric-proof, and he can't get out despite the fact that he could probably slip between those bars.
Mm-hmm.
Wurmple string shots the balloon so they can pull the balloon back down. Corphish tries to help and snaps the string in two instead, sending Team Rocket and their balloon tumbling into the trees with an off again saying, "It looks like another blast off!" Crash! The gang chase them down and cause Pikachu in his cage to fly up. James tries to stop them from catching Pikachu by sending in Cacnea, who gives him a prickly hug again for a distracted Pokemon. Wurmple helps out with another string shot, and May calls her Wurmple the best, upsetting Jessie. They bicker again, and then Jessie's Wurmple starts to shine like a superstar, meaning it starts to glow. May's does the same, and we get 2 counts of evolution.
Yay!
Ash scans May's Silcoon and gets the info. Jessie thinks hers is a Silcoon too, and James and Meowth certainly seem to note the difference between the two.
But they don't say anything to Jessie.
Nope.
Jess's Pokemon is Grumpy, and then the other one
And
just
a different
looks
color.
tired. The other one is just like, wait, what's the other one called?
Cascoon. These evolutions also give us 2 counts of Gotta Catch 'em All. Then Team Rocket go back to trying to get Pikachu, and there's a battle where Pikachu zaps Team Rocket, sending them blasting off again! Ding!
Ding. I'm always late on the ding.
Then Corphish collapses with a fever, and Ash left the Pokeballs where they had been before because he'd been polishing them. Then our Who's That Pokemon trivia. This Pokemon uses its long, thin nose to suck nectar out of flowers.
A butterfly.
So what's the Pokemon?
It's not Butterfree, it's the other one.
It's the one May's gonna get.
You guys are correct on that.
You might already know this because it seems like something you would know. But
I know everything.
you probably know this though.
I don't know everything.
Creepy.
The voice actress that does Ash.
Oh, I've already told you this.
Oh,
I think.
fine.
Is it about May?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think you had told me.
I did.
But they're the same one.
Yes, Ash. It's fun that the Ash actor is now doing one of the characters along, so she's doing double duty, Ash and May.
But I looked at the movie and the cast, and I was like, wait, that's the same person for those two. And so I had to go on a search to see
Gotcha.
if it was the same for like this season.
Yep. That's pretty fun, isn't it? Ash decides he'll just carry Corphish to the Pokemon Center and heads out with Pikachu. He comes to a river and needs to cross it to get to Dewford Town, but as he starts, he is almost hit by a bunch of Carvana. They try a nearby rowboat, but the Carvana start eating it. So then they run along the river to find a bridge, and they do, but as they get closer, it's a broken bridge.
But it doesn't count because it's already broken.
It does count, because we count the broken bridge, or like the incomplete bridge for the bike, too. We talked about that way back when we started talking about
that.
We weren't doing tallies yet, but when we started doing tallies and talking about broken bridges, we pointed to that one. You were the one who brought it up, actually.
So this is a broken bridge.
That was not a broken bridge. They shouldn't, though, because we haven't seen him break. Maybe it was just built like that.
No, we did one where they talked about the broken bridge. It had Wooper in it and stuff, too. And it was like they were going to cross over that river, but they couldn't, so they had to go to get the Sudowoodo to get somebody to row them across. Because he's like, I will row you across, but you'd have to help find the Sudowoodo first for my daughter, basically. And they couldn't cross because that bridge was broken. And people were working on fixing it.
And definitely not his daughter.
And they were working on fixing it, and we still counted it?
Yeah, because it wasn't even close to fixed. It had recently broken or something. And we definitely counted that one.
I don't think we should have counted that one, and I don't think we should count this one.
We are counting it.
Yeah.
Especially the way it was revealed, because it's like, oh, there's the bridge! And then he comes in, the trees like go out of the view so we can finally see the rest of it, and then it's broken, so we can't use it.
Fine. Go ahead and count it. You just, in the future, you can't say, we agreed.
Okay. I would say that if there's a broken bridge that wasn't going to be used, like if it's just a decoration in the background somewhere that they weren't even thinking of using, like it had nothing to do with the episode.
Then we wouldn't count it, but we're counting already. What?
Yeah, if there was a bridge that was already broken, but has nothing to do, like it's part of the decoration, like there's some castle in the distance that they don't even go to or whatever, and it for some reason has a broken bridge. Like, because he's trying to, like, if it's just a set piece in the background, whatever. But this is what he was going to use.
So, if it's in the background, it doesn't count. But if he's going to use it, it does.
Yeah, any bridge that they're trying to use.
Inconsistent.
The whole point is the bridge is broken, therefore cannot be used. That's the purpose of the broken bridge.
It's usually
How
the
big was the
commonness of
break?
the breaking.
No, please listen. The point of the broken bridge trope is the fact that a bridge is broken and therefore can't be used. Whether it breaks while they're crossing it or it's broken right when they want to go use it, either one is the point. Because it's the point that it's a bridge, but we can't use it. That's the idea of the broken bridge. Okay? That's why an already broken bridge is still counting, because they didn't know it was broken. They went to go use it and it's like,
But that already feel. If there's like a rope bridge that's in the background and it's already broken.
I didn't even say rope bridge. This wasn't even a rope bridge.
This wasn't a rope bridge?
No.
Correct. How big was the break?
It was like almost half. Not quite.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a break in the middle, and at that point, I would just like run up part of it.
No, the whole like other side was like gone.
Then I would run up on that side so that I would cross the water a little bit.
Right?
And then
I agree.
I'm clever.
I still heavily disagree. Especially if it's not a rope bridge.
This wasn't about rope bridges. It was about bridges that break or are broken and cannot be crossed.
I feel like it's we start counting it because the commonness of the breaking of the rope bridges, like the fraying of the ropes.
The fact that
common.
it's a common trope that they have a bridge that is broken and therefore cannot be crossed like normal.
The common trope is that when they're crossing the bridge, it breaks, like the ropes fray.
No, the commonness of the fact that they keep trying to get to a bridge to cross, and it either breaks while they're crossing or it breaks before they cross. Because we actually counted the one in the Heracross episode too.
That's because Heracross was there. You could get anything underneath of me.
And that one was cut. They like get to the bridge, like, oh, we're gonna cross this bridge, and when they get there, they find that it was cut before they got there.
By Team Rocket?
They didn't know who cut it at first, but it was probably Team Rocket.
So then, yeah, that was broken in the episode.
It was broken probably prior to the episode, because the reason the episode starts is because they have to figure out why all those other Pokemon are bothering the Heracross. So Team Rocket already started their plan before the beginning of the episode.
Broken bridge.
Anyway, so with the broken bridge, Ash decides to try crossing on foot again because it's shallow enough for that. And after fighting the Carvanha again when they arrive, and Pikachu electrocuting them, even though Ash is in the water and somehow does not get electrocuted.
Yeah, that makes no sense to
Especially
me.
all the times they're like, hey, you can't have Pikachu do that. We'll all get electrocuted. And for some reason it didn't happen here.
So stupid. Like this broken bridge.
But they make it across, and then they get to the Pokemon Center. While Corphish is being healed, Brock and the others follow a noise that sounds like an Aron outside of a cave. But it is a tape recorder to lure them there, and they all get trapped in cages by Team Rocket, except for Tailo. Team Rocket is upset Pikachu isn't there, and then they actually had 3 cage traps, because one was for like Ash and Pikachu, because they knew where everybody was going to be standing, I guess, somehow. But
Magic.
the third one ends up trapping Team Rocket then. And the tide starts coming in, which is not good, since they're right on the edge of the beach, and they will drown. Brock had...
How high does the tide rise? Like...
Or how long does it take, too? Because they're all night. Like, it should have come in all the way and then been gone by the time, like, Ash got there.
Maybe sometimes tides take longer, especially depends on where you are.
Especially if it's that place you're in is a Pokemon world.
Nah.
Anyway, Brock has an idea, however, and sends Tailo with the tape recorder that has Brock asking for help. And so when it gets to Ash, he rushes back to save them and gets there faster because Jenny helps with a boat, like a speedboat. But Team Rocket is still trying to take Pikachu, and then they get zapped and bubble beamed until they're blasting off again. Ding! While thanking Corphish, he whacks everyone in excitement for some friendly fire.
It's his way of saying yay.
And our who's that Pokemon? It's Beautifly.
Beautiful.
And we get a friendly fire, an interesting intro, and off again, a distracted Pokemon, 2 evolutions, 2 gotta catch 'em alls, and a broken bridge. Now it's time to rank it.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Corphish out of water. This is kind of a weird one because it felt like we had like a whole different episode going when like we had the evolutions with Silcoon and everything and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden we flipped gears to Ash trying to rescue Corphish because he had a fever. And then like it felt like there was 2 plots going on in this episode. I mean, it was fun, but it was just weird. I like having the evolutions. I like that Jessie thinks that her Cascoon is a Silcoon.
Yeah.
The drowning stuff was kind of interesting. The Carvanha stuff was a little weird.
I bet she's gonna freak out when it evolves into something different and more ugly than her.
Most likely.
Maybe. She could also be like, oh, but Dustox is cuter than your Beautifly. I'm probably going to be upset, but...
I think I just want to put it just above Gone Corphishin, which is the episode you just ranked. So still underneath Winter by a Nose Pass.
Good with me.
Okie dokie. So that puts that at number 12 out of 24. And so then our top 5 episodes haven't changed at all. So we'll just have the updated list out on Facebook on Friday or Saturday. Is it Saturday? Saturday. I think that's when I post those. Saturday. It'll be there. And then our tallies this week, if I have them all accurate, I'll have to double check later. We add our first broken bridge for this season. We gain a distracted Pokemon, putting us at 7. 2 more evolutions, putting us at 4. 2 friendly fires, putting us at 13. Gotta catch 'em all. We added 3, putting us at 11. 2 interesting intros, putting us at 25. An irritating interruption, putting us at 3. And 2 more off-agains, putting us at 6. And now to catch a Pokemon. Nope, I have it.
Me too. Oh, Aki.
3, 2, 1. Corphish. It's just obvious. These are all
He's
about him.
literally in both the titles.
Right? And so with all of the episodes dealt with right now, that means it is time for Pokemon cards. Woohoo!
Yay.
So we are all going to be opening Scarlet and Violet Journey Together packs. These are my last ones of this. Mine has N with a Zoroark in it.
Mine has Iono with a belly bolt.
Mine has a little girl on it with them.
I think it's Lily.
Clefairy. I have Lily with a Clefairy.
Who should we have go first? Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, then go.
Nimble, grass. Larvitar. No, sorry. Larvitar, fighting.
Ah! For a second when you're like, wait, no. And I'm like, what did she get? Oh, no.
No.
Remoraid, water. Carablast, grass. I kind of like it when they have these ones, even though the Pokemon look more fake because they're like clay, but it makes it look like a Pokemon in the real world.
Can I see?
Oh, interesting.
Can I see?
I'll show you in a minute. Copperach evolves from Q-Font.
Copperjaw?
I was trying to pronounce like a...
Oh, I think it's supposed to be J, just like a J sound.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know. Usually when there's an H around there, it's like a...
I get what you're saying.
Steal. Redeemable ticket. Trainer. Item. Count your prize cards, shuffle them, and put them on the bottom of your deck. Then take that many cards from the top of your deck and put them face down as your prize cards.
That'd be helpful because one time I knew one of my V's were in my prize cards, but I couldn't get it.
How did you know?
Because I had like a V search thing. Or
So
something
she
like
searched
that.
through her deck.
And so I searched my deck, and I already had the other V's out, so I'm like,
Ooh, special energy. Spiky energy. As long as
Oh,
this card
yeah.
is attached to a Pokemon, it provides an energy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if the Pokemon is knocked out, put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Ooh, first reverse holo. Shelgon evolves from Bagon. Stage 1. Dragon. Water and fire.
Nice.
Second reverse holo. That one again. The
Copperjaw?
Yeah. Copperjaw. Steal. My rare is... Oh. Stage 2. Ludicolo evolves from Lombre.
Ludicolo, I think.
what is that?
It's Lotad's evolution.
I do the for the J, and then
What
it's supposed to be
Lotad looks
J.
like.
And then I do the for the U, and it's Ooh.
Is Lotad the little thing that has a lily pad on his head?
Yes.
Achy.
Ludicolo. Water. Ability, Vibrant Dance. All of your Pokemon in play get plus 40 HP. The effect of Vibrant Dance does not stack. And then a Psychic Energy.
Nice.
Look at my ticket.
I got a Rockruff fighting type. Caterpie.
I love Caterpie.
Grass type. Magmar fire type. Ooh, Hops Wooloo.
Oh, you got somebody's Pokemon. Yeah, I noticed you didn't seem to get anybody's Pokemon. That was kind of weird.
Nope.
Normal type. However you say that.
I think it's colorless in this game.
Ugly Pokemon.
Oh, I actually think this one's kind of cool looking.
Was it a mirror?
Excelgor evolves from Shelmet.
It's a grass type. Pelipper. Water type evolves from Wingull. Greedent. A colorless evolves from Squirtle. My first reverse holo ends Darumaka. Fire type. My second reverse holo is a Marascarada. Evolves from Florgetto, which evolves from Sprigatito. Wait, it's a grass type. My rare is Tyranitar. Dark type evolves from Pupitar.
Which evolves from Larvitar.
And then I got a grass energy.
All right. Let's see what I got. Larvitar, fighting type. Remoraid, water type. Carablast, grass type.
Looks exactly like yours.
Torchic, fire type.
He's so cute. He's sitting in a bunch of flowers.
Supporter trainer card, Ruffian. Discard a Pokemon tool and a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Get rid of your spiky energy.
Good luck with that. I'm going to put it under the card. You won't even know it's there.
Low Kicks evolves from Nimble, dark type. Combuskin evolves from Torchic, fire type.
He's ugly.
Oh, poor Combuskin.
You said that's ugly?
Yes.
There's like
Much uglier Pokemon. My first reverse holo is Fungus. Grass type. I like Fungus and Amoongus.
But he kind of looks ugly.
Oh, my second reverse holo is Hops, metal type Pokemon.
Oh, Corviknight?
Corviknight. I have a jealous daughter.
Hey.
Other daughter.
Most of the time you're talking about me when you're like, I have a kid who's like this.
Ooh. And then my
daughter who's like this. I'm like,
Daddy, let me see.
Ooh, my next one is an electric type, and it's Iono's Kilowattrel. Evolves from Wattrel.
Okay, I thought it was like a V or something.
It has an ability. You must discard a basic energy card from this Pokemon in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. It's kind of handy.
Masquerada had an ability. Showtime. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon.
Nice. And then, my basic energy card is Lightning Energy for my Kilowattrel.
Nice.
All right, so cards done, episodes covered. That is the end of our second Crossroads episode. Routes Through Pokemon is a Hunterfield Institute production. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and other podcasting platforms. We're also on YouTube at the Hunterfield Institute channel. Just look for the Routes Through Pokemon playlists. And wherever you find us, like, subscribe, rate, review, and leave us some comments. We'd be happy to hear from you, even if you're yelling at us and telling us we're ugly.
Somebody tell us something.
Yeah.
Everyone hates us. No one comments.
Nobody notices us.
Except for your friend.
We're invisible.
He's always against me.
Wait, what?
Anyway, and if you want to reach out to us, you can also email us at hunterfieldmanor@gmail.com. And we post our updated tallies and Pokemon ranking, or episode rankings and all that stuff on our Facebook page, Routes Through Pokemon. And there, as well as on Instagram and X, we post Who's That Pokemon segments twice a week, as well as some other stuff. And you can find those at Hunterfield Inns on X and at kinetic_card on Instagram. Next week, it's another Adventures episode, so Ruby and I will be back.
Because we're awesome and y'all love us.
Nobody
loves us because there's nobody. So I say y'all, there's nobody.
Because you all love Ruby and you tolerate me.
The show would sink without me.
Mm-hmm.
It would never get posted without me.
No, I would post it. Unedited, but I would post it.
Unedited. Nobody would listen to it.
Oh, dear.
They just skip the parts that I didn't edit.
And we will be covering 3 chapters of the manga from Volume 16. 195, Mashing Makuhita. 196, Ring Ring Goes Beldum. And 197, Heavy Hitting Hariyama. And we'll have 7 episodes of the anime to be covering, starting with Season 6, Episode 25, and ending with Season 6, Episode 31, which will bring us to the second gym. Which means the episode after that, Ruby and I will be back for some more video game coverage as we try to reach Gym 3 and defeat whoever that might be.
Ooh. I could look it up.
Nope.
Why not?
Because we don't do that.
We almost did.
Yeah, that's true. We almost did.
And I said no.
All right. So, thank you all so much for listening. And we will catch you on the next route. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sayonara. Part 67. Surging back to the gym. Back at the house where Violet had been allowed to recover, she went upstairs to collect what Pokemon she had left. It was just the 3 balls, 2 blue and whites and 1 red and white. And the Pokemon inside were the Paris she caught in Mount Moon, the Diglett she recently nabbed in Diglett Cave, and in the red and white was her Spearow. That meant her Pidgey was gone, Abra, the Meowth she tried to trade, and more importantly, her starting partner, Mizu the Horsey, and her father's pale-furred Eevee.
At least I still have my ground Pokemon.
Violet said to herself.
It'll be a nice surprise for the gym leader.
Despite the brave face, a pang of sadness hit again, and she rested her hand on the table that held the Pokeballs she retrieved.
Looks like you're feeling better,
came a voice from the door. Violet turned and found Henry, who she met at the fan club.
Yeah, I am. Thanks for letting me crash here.
Not a problem. Your friend took off for the gym a little earlier, after you insisted on digging through that rubble in the heat.
Oh, yeah. That maybe wasn't the best idea.
The boy laughed.
Too bad nobody suggested as much.
Violet tried to ignore that. They both knew how insistent she had been, as Henry and Hanako both warned her to stay inside.
Wait, you said Hanako already left for the gym?
Yeah? Why?
The girl was frustrated, but she wasn't going to admit as much. Hanako seemed to be ahead of her at every turn. She beat her through Pewter City. Then Violet didn't even earn her badge from Cerulean yet, thanks to the rocket team showing up. So Hanako was ahead there, too. And now she was about to earn a 3rd badge, while Violet was still at 1. That was a situation Violet decided was unacceptable.
Oh, I was just about to head there myself, along with some new friends.
Henry gave Violet a suspicious look, but instead of saying anything about it, he offered a nod and said,
If that's the case, then I guess I should wish you luck.
Violet shrugged.
I guess you should.
Henry smiled.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, and try and take it easy.
Can't promise that.
Heh, not surprised.
Back outside Henry's house, Violet reunited with her 2 friends, the boys that helped her get some water after she passed out in the heat. All 3 headed toward the Vermillion City gym. As they neared the building, they could all hear the sounds of battle. Violet just knew it had to be Hanako, and, as they entered, it was confirmed. However, she was pleased to see that the girl was battling the gentleman Violet had battled before. That likely meant she was still looking for clues to get through the barrier to face Lieutenant Surge, and hadn't earned the badge yet. Violet had a chance. Hey, champs in the making! Welcome to the Vermillion City Gym. The promoter hesitated for a moment as he looked over the trio a little better. Oh, I guess it's welcome back for you, miss. Kinda thought maybe you'd give it up.
I ran into some delays.
Well, you go ahead and get back to it. I'll fill in anchor and sail here on what to expect. Violet nodded and walked deeper into the gym, while the 2 boys approached the promoter to hear what he had to say. Violet looked over the 3 trainers in the room. There was the one Hanako was battling, Violet had already gotten a clue from, and the guy that kind of freaked her out. But, overall, Violet wasn't sure what she had to do even with the 2 clues she had, and so she feared she was going to have to challenge that last one. She looked back over to where he stood, tuning up his guitar. He seemed to sense the gaze and looked up. His grin increased her hesitation, and she decided she was going to look for the switches the hard way.
I did it! I earned the last clue!
Leaping up and down in excitement was Hanako, who had just defeated the gentleman she was battling, and apparently that put her ahead of Violet. Again. Gritting her teeth, Violet mumbled under her breath. She marched straight toward the guitarist, forcing a look of determination to hide her nerves.
All right, let's make this quick.
The rocker let his guitar hang off him as he reached for a Pokeball.
Let's rock and roll!
To be continued.